potential, but it depends on who actually gets to use this Benedetta. Looking at the stats right here, it's Nino actually in the EXP lane. A lot more damage potential for Alter Ego, but the survivability kind of negates that from Fnatic Onic. So it comes down to execution, and I really do feel it comes down to whether or not the Netherrealm can be forced out, whether Sans can maintain a good distance management to ensure that he can come in at the right time only.
Here we go. Will the Sky Kings once again fall undethroned? Or will El Familia again be broken apart into two? Match number 2 and match of the day. It's Fnatic Onic against Alter Ego.
Who will take the first points of this series? Will Onic, finally find their rhythm? Or will Alter Ego with Nile, of course, finds that dub against his former team?
Looking at the respect here from both teams, the gold lane and the mid lane have the Purify. Sans, though, with Keyboy are having the push advantage. So Owen kind of having to be a bit more careful here. Not level 2 just yet, so is Keyboy. They got an early aggression there from Nino, trying to be active, trying to go for the litho here.
Whoa! Good two-man petrify now with Benedetta earlier, so that's already info. And Fnatic Onic here trying to stabilize. It sounds very low as well.
They're already grouping up, trying to instill chaos, and you could take a look at the brawl potential that Alter Ego has early game. So Fnatic Onic, will they have to stay a bit more passive in their early games?
I feel they have to respect the damage potential for sure. Burst is something that Alter Ego have in the early game. So looking at the emblems by IndieHome, you can see why there are 3 tenacities on the side of Onic. They want to make sure they can survive. Inspire though for CW, it's for extra survivability and technically extra damage as well. And if you look at the emblems though for Benedetta and Alpha, it's gonna be Assassin, and they want to have some damage. They want to be aggressive. So until level 4, I really do feel like Fnatic Onic has to be a bit more careful because their main playmaking tools are those ultimates.
A lethal ignition in the hands of Nino as well. Looking to just expend more damage in the Benedetta. And now Sans already rotating up top. They want to limit the movements of this Benedetta in the hands of Nino, but this turtle fight and dance could start very soon.
Yeah, Flicker now with Lupi. Now though, will find the turtle no problem. Now also wants to fight here. Oh, good petrify as Lupi was stuck. And now Keyboy with the Flicker Sacred Hammer will find the jungler. Now let's see it with Owen. Keyboy very low. Rondo will secure it. The backside of Gary picks up the double, no problem.
Great fight for the side of Onic there. They did not get the neutral objective, but they kind of equalized. They came out on top, and look at his damage!
Yeah, that's the Purify spent. Still, Fnatic Onic still able to find a better trade after that first little fight.
A lot of damage there. Talent predictions by the new application GoPay.
Whoa.
We are divided. English and Indonesia. We're all predicting Fnatic Onic. They're going for Alter Ego. So, of course, this is the clash of the languages.
Fortunately for us, we are on the side of Onic, by the way, so we are not getting a lot of glances. But for now, let's see how this plays out, because Nile definitely has some aggression to throw around when he's this fighter, right? When he's more sustainable compared to Kyrie. And you're seeing Kyrie having to kind of rotate around before joining these fights, trying to find the small windows to come in and, initiate and kind of swing the tides in favor of Fnatic Onic.
But now my question is, how do Fnatic Onic address the nightmaric spawns? I mean, it's very, very pesky to deal with, especially when you don't have that much of a wave clear in the hands of Sans. Maybe he can with the Ghost Bursters, but again, this Zask will prove to be so lethal, and Kyrie just ults that one.
Fractures and Nightmare Spawn.
Yeah.
As we saw earlier, it does give you a small amount of gold, so technically, Fnatic Onic can kind of try and abuse that. Looking at the gold difference though, Nino and Roundel actually doing a bit better. So the laners are definitely strong in the early game. But when they group up together, Fnatic Onic still has a bit of the advantage. What can Nino do here? Because he is in a weird spot where he's also an engage tool technically with the Electro Final Blow and the Petrify. But he also needs to kind of dive in and wait around.
Turtle spawn this time around the dance. Will it be as sweet as it was for Fnatic Onic looking for a pull, but this time in the backline?
See here. Sans with the flanks. Oh, quicker implosion. Finds one, but now also finds a turtle. Good knockup by Keyboy. Another round. Owen flickers out, but Rondo secures Lutpi. Sans Terre will find Nile here in the midst of it all. No cover whatsoever. Niles falls the second time. Keyboy trying to sustain the damage from Nino, but Nino will not be able to assassinate Keyboy.
Great jungle fight by Altrigo. The retribution from Nile here, absolutely on point. He is, however, giving up his life to try and get this advantage, though. You can see that Kyrie is already a level ahead. He's getting a bit more advantage there. And in the mid game, where the Lord starts spawning, that could be a very important situation, a very important factor. Looking at the items, Enchanted Talisman for Sans, so he's going to be spamming out a lot of those spells. Whereas for Roundel, not having a lot of mana issues, he'll be going for the Glowing Wand, which will be great to reduce the shielding from the Harith, from Sans Netherrealm, and also for the regeneration that Lutpi will have on this Edith.
That anti-heal so early in the game. Aggressive build coming in from Roundel, but it's very, very good for him because he will be one of the main damage dealers as well for Ultra Ego. Now, though, for Fnatic Onic, waiting on a momentum that could basically swing the game around. Kyrie 1v1!
Against Nino! Ooh, the two assassins there, top lane. Almost. Nino got taken down, but take a look at Alter Ego. Proactiveness towards the bottom side. The cross-map play, and they find the first structure. No, the second structure in the game.
Oh, conceal play
I don't know if they
from
wanna...
the bushes. They want to take this chance. They won't. And Fnatic Onic, they will just be waiting in the wings.
Lutpi almost gets an Earth Shadow play, though. But Owen, looking very confident, just using all the spells without confirmation, right? Using it blind would have been a cool moment if it does land. But now, without the ammo find it for a couple more seconds, there can be a chance for Fnatic Onic to get control as Keyboy gets a pick-up.
Oh, it's a good Syrian Hammer! That will beat Owen. Bursted down. The last turtle now in play. Fnatic Onic, they have more control. Now looking for an opening angle, but Keyboy just denies. Even with the implosion spent as well. Kyrie finds a turtle now. Another round pops. Roundel, good night. The backside highs will find a way, but no, Keyboy will be betrayed. Nino looking for a kill onto Lutpi. Does not find it. As Alter Ego will not be able to close the gap.
Oh, Nino gets out quick. That was Fnatic Onic quick on the trigger as well, just looking to finish a turtle, and then they straight went back with another round still in the pockets of Sans.
That was insane. Fnatic Onic stood there and tanked up the whole Domineer's descent from Roundel and then used another realm to completely just rush over him. Owen now trying to disrupt the purple buff take. Seems like Onic will have that under control. Look at Nino though, already making a move in the far side. Like a pick-up attempt.
Apparently I'm offended. It's a good hammer though, but Keyboy will be melted down by Highs. And that's the first good trade there by Alter Ego. Apart from the turtle take, they've been losing fights.
Great play by Alter Ego. The single target damage for them is off the charts. And they recognize that burst is their issue. Now rushing the Winter Crown, that is peculiar.
Again, it's an assassin versus assassin. Not the jungler via jungler though, but Nino will have to back away the second time.
Nino just going at it with Kyrie. And most of the times, Kyrie looks like he will come out as the victor. Thankfully, Nino is still able to gatekeep himself. Now, the question is, does Nino look comfortable in this Benedetta?
He seems to be doing pretty decent almost, but look, hang on a minute, Lutpi.
Lutpi checking, punished again! This time at around top, now Champion Force will punish Owen! CWP hitting implosion, Kyrie infested as well, Kyrie with the flanks, good by Nile! Kyrie again, he is still strong, wants to find well with that time, Nino from the flanks, goodbye Sans! Time finds the shutdown and triple kill! Alter Ego, they are answering back!
A great decisive play by Alter Ego. Getting the burst back immediately onto Keyboy. Nice.
Oh, he does not know. The Highs is there, but Kyrie will still secure the purple. FNOC again. They are at shift gear 5 now. Lord 6 CW trying to zone out Highs. Lord 6 should be, uncontested. Alter Ego got a little bit of light.
Good position making coming from Fnatic Onic.
Comes through, ladies and gentlemen. Hold the horses. Countdown. It's a
chill.
Yep.
Audience, they're requesting a VAR.
It's a slight chaos in the arena, but we're still good. Ladies and gentlemen, you can slow down a bit and talk about specific events there. Altrico using the single target damage to pick up me, and the response to Onic uncharacteristically late. Sometimes they do the well round, but it's a bit too late. But afterwards, it goes for the problem, and they're able to go forward. So Altrico in the middle lane, they make it happen. But in the grand scheme of things, in the long run, Onic still had the better plan.
Trico is always forcing to shoot, just wanting to fight Onic. But the way they really use their skills, their ultimates, all layered up into one huge fight, it's always going to give them the upper hand. And they were so quick on the trigger to call for that Lord, and finally they won in that macro scale for that pull to happen and a pause to ensue. We'll have to wait. It's like a technical break with Campina.
Yep. Campina is taking breaks. On that note, realize we're talking about Nino on the
Yeah.
There was a time when Nino was the monster rookie that was taking Benedetta all sorts of places. So in theory, he really should be comfortable. And looking at the mechanical plays, at least, you do see that it has potential.
Yeah.
For now, though, the burst potential from Benedetta really doesn't compare to a Nolan. But with a couple more items, with the game progressing, who knows? Maybe he'll make a massive Electro final blow play.
Yeah. Kyrie has always been so quick with a Nolan, one of his signature heroes as well. And going at it with Nino, not Nihil, because you know it's an assassin versus assassin matchup for both Nino and Kyrie. But so far, of course, with Fnatic Onic, they can still hold their breaths while we try to troubleshoot this issue. Seems like a problem in CW, but let's take a look at the highlights here, Arashi.
The highlight for Fnatic Onic, where they're up against Team Liquid, I believe. And you're seeing again the decisiveness, especially in the team fights, right? And they're using any kind of invulnerability, any kind of CC immune, anything at their disposal will be used to its maximum potential. And they're good at moving forwards. They're also good at adapting and moving backwards when necessary as well. That is the thing that makes it so difficult for a team to really read out their intentions. Is this going to be a flank attempt, or is it going to be just a straight up pickoff attempt? And that flexibility can be seen all the way from the draft, at least for this match in team number 1.
Well, again, ladies and gentlemen, it's still we are waiting for the pause.
I got that pull.
I'm enjoying my Campina, man. Enjoying my Campina.
Yeah, slurp.
It's good.
And
slurp.
Do you drink or eat your ice cream?
Enough.
Is that a question already yesterday?
Trevin isn't here to contest that opinion.
Yeah, I think it's not fair.
I think most people, I might be going out on a limb here, but most people, I think, will be eating ice cream.
Yeah.
Look at this game fact though.
Season 8.
Our application GoPay. Good call, Gani.
Yeah, good call from Gani. In MPL ID Season 8, Benedetta was the most picked hero for Nino with 11 picks and a 63.64% win rate. So yeah, it feels very strange to see Nino playing Benedetta right now because he is very accustomed to that marksman role where he's well known for the carries and the rubies gold lane and the Harith. But now he has to kind of shake it up a bit and get the fingers going because, of course, for Benedetta to play, you can't be that rusty.
For Altrico, though, I think the true damage approach you're having right here with both the alpha and the carry certainly is paying off when it comes to pickoff. And you can see earlier in that small engagement, I think there was a triple kill for Highs on that carry because he was free hitting. You saw that Onic were trying to be a threat, be a real deterrent to his approach. But for the most part, with all the mobility that the carry has, the only real threat for Highs here is maybe Kyrie, right? Kyrie and the Harith.
Yeah.
And later on with some more items, even the 1v1, I feel like Highs can kind of hold his own there too. So we'll have to wait and see. This was that fight earlier. It begins with a pickoff onto Lutpi. NetherRealm, as discussed, got used up, but look at Highs the whole time. This is the approach that Altrico is taking. All the DPS, man, coming in from Roundel, from Highs, and look at Kyrie. He thinks that Roundel is the main problem, goes for him, but as a result, Highs is just hitting, and that's a triple kill for a carry that really should be kind of put down. With Altrico rotating to the gold lane as well to kind of slow down the Harith. Seems like Highs is having a great time being the carry, and that's a dangerous situation for Fnatic Onic to be in if they are not able to really close out this game early.
I want to talk about the mid-duo rotations now. I mean, yesterday, that mid-duo of Onic, you know, Keyboy and Sans, or maybe Sans and Albert as well, they were outclassed by the mid-duo rookie coming in from RRQ, which was Rins and Edok. In this game, is it that apparent that, you know, the mid-duo of Onic and Alter Ego, or maybe for Onic, they are going to be outclassed? Because this time around it's different. I mean, you have Kyrie in that jungle role, but still, Keyboy and Sans together. How do you look at Ronald and Owen matching up, faring against Keyboy and Sans?
So far, we've only seen a couple of small skirmishes. We haven't really seen Keyboy come up with something too crazy, but you have to remember that Tigreal will get a bit more presence in the late game.
Yeah.
Some of these team fights though really look super clumped up, where I thought Keyboy was gonna make something amazing happen, but you can see a slow motion on a replay here for the turtle. Keyboy making a play, but at the right moment, Nile uses the Spear of Alpha and he's able to get it. But look at the result. Everyone locked into the turtle pit, and Onic having all the AoE to kind of lash out and do all that damage. So moments like this will get more and more dangerous as time goes on. Because CW, with one single synchro vision, he can kind of hit multiple people at the same time in a way that Highs can't really compare to.
It's a single lock marksman right from the side of Highs. But we saw also from Highs what he can do damage towards Fnatic Onyx formation, right? With the catch from Mario Offended, it melted a Lutpi once, it also melted Keyboy once as well. And that's a mean carry.
Oh yeah.
But are you
Mean carry.
Are you concerned about this carry as the late game progresses? Because if you take a look at the front lines of Fnatic Onic, they have the Tigreal, they have the Edith that can really catch the carry. The carry has to step forward to really, you know, hit and deal damage.
I think they're ready. I think we're ready to head to the land of dawn. Seeing the pairs.
Really?
Yeah, I think they are in a bit.
So still a bit longer for now. But on that note, I really feel like if everything goes as planned, no big surprises happen, then Fnatic Onic with the Netherrealm, that's where it's the best, right? When you're up against a single target damage. So that Netherrealm can buy so much more time. Compared to being up against a lot of AoE, they can kind of put everyone out of commission when they're taken out of the Netherrealm immediately. So I feel like unless a big play is used, let's say an I'm Offended Flicker combo, it's going to be difficult for Alter Ego to get value, but here we go.
Here we go, back to Land of Dawn after that single initiation. Will we see someone fall down?
Oh, let's see here, Lutpi is still alive. And I guess there will be no more engages for now.
All right, no idea what happened during the whole break, but now Fnatic Onic, Sky Piercer on Kyrie. Lethal amounts of damage with the Lord pushing on the top side here. Let's see the approach from Fnatic Onic, because they have a good team fight composition, but they can also split push if they want to set up Kyrie against Nino. 1v1 though.
Oh, it's a Volume 3 Assassin versus Assassin. Well, strike 3, you're out, Nino. That will be Nino taken down.
Get out of here, Nino. But look, Kyrie leaving the wave, potentially losing the turret in the bot side as Alter Ego group for the Lord. Look at Keyboy deterring from the side, threatening some kind of engage, but with Rondo picking up the Divine Glaive, that's gonna be a play with Lutpi.
Yes, for Spear of Alpha already invested just to, make Lutpi back away. Oh, in the mid side, or in the mid lane, actually. Needs to be careful. CW deals a lot of damage already, and that will be the first Lord taken care of top lane. Sans though, looking for a window top lane perhaps, but no. FNOC will have to be satisfied with just taking the outer turrets.
Yeah, Keyboy was looking for that flank play, but the fight didn't really break out. And thankfully CW up there, or down there rather, trying to take down the turret, because like how Arashi mentioned, Kyrie left that wave, skipped that wave, which made Fnatic Onic's turret now very, very fragile down bottom.
It was taken out because the empowered waves were still pushing, and Fnatic Onic were setting up in the jungle of Alter Ego, so indirectly they were ensuring that that minion wave will take the turret out in the bottom side. Now it's back to the waiting game. The Lord, in the grand scheme of things, have been dealt with relatively well by Alter Ego. Still hanging on to all of their secondary turrets actually, so the jungle still isn't really open for invasions for Fnatic Onic. But you can see Keyboy already eyeing an opportunity. They know that Nino wants to be aggressive, wants to make the plays, so they keep looking for him whenever he's pushing out.
Yeah, Nino has been very spacing out the side lanes, trying to activate the far lanes to keep the pressure going, having to force Fnatic Onic to at least allocate a single member to bounce the waves back towards the base of Alter Ego, and now they look to siege the bottom side turret. Looks like a fight's gonna break out soon, and that has to be from an initiation coming in from Owen, but all still good. Kyrie in the flanks.
Kyrie, though, will back away here. They want to contest the purple buff, I believe. Alter Ego will try to blitz the purple out meanwhile, so no. The answer is no, let's not force it. Let's just focus on managing the wave top lane.
Well, the top side though, turret falls for Fnatic Onic. Uncharacteristic from the Sky Kings. They don't usually allow such situations to happen. You know, pushing out the wave is gonna be a big breakout fight. Oh, play!
Oh, that's a pull onto his Loopy. Loopy pulls out a early flicker here before the Lord fights. Now Sands will try to pull Nile. And let's see, Kyrie will blitz the Lord. That is Alter Ego now looking for the fights. Keyboy provides cover here. Another round pops as well. And Alter Ego will have no trade, no compensation from that Lord take.
Great move from Onic to just go and straight up take the objectives. They know that Alter Ego is concerned about Kyrie, especially with his power spikes, with the Sky Piercer, and reaching level 15. So they're gonna move a bit more tentatively through the jungle, and they know that they can put Keyboy and Lutpi there, and Alter Ego can't really risk walking in without checking it out slowly. So they take away the Lord, and they also avoid the 5v5 fight that Alter Ego desperately wants. This is a stronger Lord, and Fnatic Onic most likely will be able to orchestrate a 3-lane push and take out some of these turrets.
Yeah, but Nino is still there as the pesky player who will try to catch the waves. But the Lord crashes through that mid-side turret, and now possibly seeking out to just destroy the base turret. Might make this wide open for Alter Ego, but for Fnatic Onic, they're still waiting for the trigger to pull. Look at Nino doing heavy work up top, just trying to relinquish that wave potentially up top, and Fnatic Onic waiting to pull the trigger this time.
Yeah, I mean, that's an assassination there by Kyrie. Fnatic Onic still has the flicker and implosion with the Lord, but they will find the base turret top bottom lane. Now Nile in trouble. Spear of Alpha desperately, and a CW will find that kill. Alter Ego defends with 3. Fnatic Onic, they have no minions just yet though. What will they do? They will maintain pressure in the base of Alter Ego. Now waiting for that mid wave to crash. No, Nino, Owen, and as well as Highs. Can they clear this? The flicker implosion in play. Owen will fall. Now they want to find and the base should be their main target. CW finds a triple. Looking for the main react, but the base will fall first. Ladies and gentlemen, Fnatic Onic finds game 1.
The Sky Kings, they silence the chaos in the hands of all.